I'm Shiloh, and Christina has asked me to share this superpower with you. um, Today I have two that kind of go hand in hand with each other of the DBT cards, um, which stands for, I don't know if I explained it, dialectical behavioral therapy. Yeah. I had to think for a second. So, one of them is going to be give, and then one is fast.
It's an acronym?
Yeah.
You know how I feel about acronyms. Reach for Christ, receive, embrace, and follow him. And my business is Heaven on Earth Ship, Scholars of Hope, Identity, and Purpose. I didn't know it was another acronym.
Yes, there's a lot of acronyms. It's just easier to help them remember. So relationship effectiveness is like how the other person feels. So this helps if you're trying to like convince someone of something, or if you're like kind of in like conflict, like they're not seeing eye to eye and you're kind of going back and forth. It's not very like productive. So G in give is, I don't know why it's G because it's not what it starts with. It's be gentle, then be courteous in your approach. So no attacks, no threats, no judging to like them as a person. So
I'm going to go with be gentle, B-E-E gentle,
yes.
and sharing my awesome scriptures that Shiloh made for me with the bees and the sunflowers, and be gentle because a bee never hurts anybody unless it absolutely needs to. And so that's really, yes. And so be gentle.
Yes.
Be side note.
No threats, so like just not threatening them like while you're debating, just like get what you want, because that obviously won't go anywhere and it will just get you like the opposite of what you were intending to like happen. And no judging them. I don't know, it's kind of self-explanatory. This one also doesn't start with it, but the I is act interested. So be interested in the other person. So be patient and listen. So me with ADHD, I have a really hard time like waiting for my turn in conversations, and I interrupt because I have so many thoughts rushing in my mind that my mouth can't keep up with. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna forget this. I have to say it now.
And it's the gift of excitement and enthusiasm that we have, and it's a gift. And a rock can build or kill. So.
Yeah. People are like, please let me talk.
We have to learn to use that superpower.
Yes. So be patient and listen to the other person. And then while you're listening, once the person is done, V is validate the other person's feelings about the situation. So at least one of my therapy programs, we practiced validation where my parents came out one day and we like told each other about like how we felt about certain things that I'd done in the past and certain things that I felt they'd done in the past. And then after the other person was done speaking, you'd validate and be like, I hear you feel this way because this and this. Like with validation, you don't put any you like just validate like what they say. Like you don't make it about you. You basically just like summarize what they said to you so they know like you were listening to them through that whole thing. Like validate your emotions and don't judge like what they're saying. And then use easy manner, which is the E. Use a little humor, so like be lighthearted, smile, so it's not too intimidating. So yeah, that's give. Yeah, and then this one kind of goes hand in hand with it. I'm just gonna add on to it. Self-respect, effectiveness. So respect for yourself.
It's pretty important. I think we miss the mark on that a lot of the time.
Yes. So this acronym is FAST. So the goal for this is to keep or improve liking for self. So F is be fair to yourself and the other person. So like keep your emotions and the other person's emotions in mind, like while you're talking. And this is also kind of like a conversation one. Then no, the A is no apologetic
Dramatization?
Yeah, I don't even know.
I don't know if that's a real word. I'm just kidding.
Me either. So, just like no being.
But I'm sure that it was probably created because of me as a 5-year-old.
So just no like over apologizing. For example, like no apologies for being alive, which I don't think needs to have apologies for, because everyone is here for a reason and everyone deserves to be here. Or making a request, so you ask something and then like say sorry after. Like, you don't need to. You're allowed to have your feelings and opinions and emotions.
God actually commands us to ask, and he doesn't say ask and then apologize.
No.
That's not in the fine print.
Yes. No apologies for what I just said. Like, no apologies for having an opinion or for disagreeing with someone, because again, you're allowed to have your own opinion. Like, two people can have different opinions and still be like civil. You don't have to be like, no, I'm wrong, because you're your own person. And then S is stick to your own values. Be clear on what you believe. So that kind of goes with boundaries as well, like not settling and changing.
I might need to keep this card.
Yeah.
We're gonna make our own. Look at that boundary photocopy.
Yes. Be truthful. So that's the T. Don't lie, act helpless, or exaggerate. Don't make up excuses. So basically, don't like manipulate other people to get what you want.
And I think don't lie to yourself. Like, to be truthful to yourself. Like, wait, I can do this. And you can love yourself and give yourself grace and tell the truth to yourself too.
Yeah. It's like boundaries. Like, if you just in advance, I don't know how to explain it. Just in advance, like, know what your boundaries are. And like, if
create those internal boundaries so that when those things come up,
then you're like, no, like, I'm not gonna do it.
You already know what your superhero rules are.
Yes.
I like that, your internal boundaries. Okay, I love this so much.